Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Wood, and I am a Lennox and Addington, Ontario Provincial Police 5-year revenge retaliation victim. I am a skull split, brain injury, body mutilation, kidnap, sex assault, full physical identity theft, kidnapped, lies, time buying, cover ups, slave traffic victim by very seriously dangerous Ontario Provincial Police, criminal doctors, justice of the peace, and their boss accomplices. Ex-Chief or Commander, year 2019. He drove a white Jeep Wrangler before he left Napanee. He is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. He had me shot on the corner of Bridge and Center Street. Staff Sergeant, years 2019-2021. Kidnapping and sodomy, sex assault. Shannon Cork, Robert Lucas, Dave Weiss, Constable Ward, Stacy, a mental health worker, was Napanee Daily Tea Company, now Kingston AMHS, and Shelley Hafner. Spencer Mills, 14716, Robert Kane, 7224, Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic, name and file falsifier. She also goes by Margie V. File falsifications for treatment refusals, discrimination, and medical blacklisting, injuring crimes. Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Barton, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Waldron, Dr. McGregor, ex-CEO Wayne Coveyduck, and patient relations are all criminally negligent involved in co-committing and organized trafficking, sex slavery, tortures, full identity thefts, brain injuring, body mutilations, and medically blacklisting victims, and also having them falsely charged to prevent them help to cover up crimes that they are guilty of. Accomplices who cannot be arrested or touched and who are guilty of my full physical identity theft, injuring, torturing, skull splitting me, and murdering the Wood bloodline by doing this to me. I am the end of my bloodline. A guy known as Bill Wooldridge, approximately 70 years old. He is a sex slave trafficker for XOPP Chief or Commander. He is approximately 70 years old. He is guilty of criminally stalking and killing my mother in 2020. Blair Frederick Hardy. He is guilty of identity theft with the intent to commit. He is guilty of rapes, identity theft, financial thefts and frauds, stalking, meth trafficking, and multiple homicides with and for Ontario Provincial Police, the ones named. They are the ones that run and own the drugs that are going around Napanee through OPP Robert Kane 7224. Bert Hustler, he is guilty of identity theft. He is guilty of skull splitting me. He is guilty of criminal stalking. He is an obsessed meth head. He is a crackhead. He is a morphine addict. He is highly delusional, highly psychotic. He is in a permanent psychosis. He is very dangerous, and he is guilty of identity theft and attempted murder on me. Jason Gimpy, two-step Van Alstyne, is guilty of being involved with my identity theft, brain injuring me, body mutilations. He is guilty of attempted murder. He is also the one that sells laced fentanyl and tranq to commit overdose murders and getting away with it between Napanee and Kingston. He is a crackhead. He is an inbred, seriously delusional piece of shit. These are all OPP untouchables. Tyler T. Bag Lake, he is guilty of identity theft. He is guilty of skull splitting. He is guilty of death threats. He is guilty of attempted murder on me with intent to commit. He is guilty of torturing and killing my dog also in March of 2023. Dale Hartwick, he is guilty of my identity theft with the intent to commit homicide for drop charges for a stabbing he committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. And Dale's wife, Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns, who is guilty of skull splitting me. He believes that I am a wolf. He is guilty of attempted paralyzing me. He is guilty of attempted sex assaults on me and attempted murder. They are speedheads. They are drug traffickers, registered sex offenders, sex slave traffickers, and each and every one of them are gang stalkers, ex-inmates, ex-psych ward patients, highly psychotic, highly delusional, and they are all OPP accomplices and guilty of murders and attempted murders. I am the end of my bloodline, so congratulations. Damage is done. I no longer have feeling in my fucking head. I no longer have feeling on the right side of my body. I cannot go to a hospital. Time has been bought. Congratulations, OPP. I am just another one you get away with. You are guilty of ending the Wood bloodline by doing this, and you are guilty of having my mother criminally stalked and murdered. You are guilty of having my dogs tortured and killed. You are guilty of the blood that was thrown on my previous address. You are guilty of the attempted arson that was done on previous address. You are guilty of Tyler Lake threatening my life to stab me, all through Robert Kane, 7224, Ontario Provincial Police. These cops are very seriously dangerous. They're criminal doctors. They have to cover up their fucking crimes that they are guilty of. When people disappear, it is the police, it is doctors, and it is their accomplices. I can and have proven what's been done to me from jealous, low-life, junkie homosexuals. When people disappear, it's the cops, it's doctors, and their accomplices that they cannot and will not touch. I do not have $22,000, so damage is done to me. I will be disappearing soon. OPP put illegal prisoner tracking on their victims. They're falsely arresting their victims to get pictures, prints, signatures, and they are kidnapping victims and slave trafficking them to get blood and piss as well, so they can frame them. Forgeries, framings, and frauds using inmates, sex offender pieces of shit, junkies, and also harbored inmates, wanted escapees, i.e., Bill Wooldridge. He has many alias names: Bill Wooldridge, Bill Coolidge, Bill Delarosable, James Bubbles, Robert Cross, and Stephen Mavis are this guy's alias names. The one that used to stalk OPP, who used to stalk children for ex-OPP chief or commander at Tim Hortons daily. Dale Hartwick, you are guilty of first-degree identity theft. You are guilty of body mutilations on me. You are guilty of skull splitting me. You are guilty of a stabbing in Winnipeg, Manitoba on Bannatyne Avenue in the 80s and murdering. You are guilty of attempted murder on me with intent to commit for drop charges for a stabbing that you committed against his wife or ex-wife's boyfriend. She was fucking around on him. He caught her and he stabbed him. And now he is working with him for OPP, and he is guilty. And I can 100% prove that he is guilty of this to me. He is also my cousin as well. He is a fucking very seriously dangerous speedhead. This is Blair Hardy, the one known as Bill Wooldridge, Jason Van Alstyne, and Tyler Lake. These are the four main ones that OPP can and will not touch, and the ones that are guilty of this to me. In Napanee, Ontario, they cannot be touched. This is who OPP get to end bloodline for them. We're giving them free meth and crack and fentanyl and immunity. I've been going through this for 5 years. I've had serious fucking deforming done to me. Here's some of it. I now have a tube that comes up in my fucking neck that I've never had before, and I've never had surgeries. That's not normal. My neck's been seriously fucking deformed and elongated. I'm being made to look like a damn alien. One of my identity changes I've been through physically. This is what happens in Napanee when you speak OPP crimes. They are very seriously fucking dangerous, and they are guilty of murdering bloodlines. And Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic, Lennox and Eddington County General Hospital, you are guilty of first-degree attempted murder with intent to commit and have it covered up for your girlfriend, Stacy Kingston, AMHS. Another picture of me. I'm medically blacklisted, so no matter what happens to me, I have to go through it. There is fuck all I can do. This is originally me before my identity theft. Minus my glasses. This is one Raymond LeBlanc. He is a child groomer and he is a criminal stalker. He is very seriously dangerous and he is guilty of attempted murder on me as well. They are all sex offenders in Napanee and they're all registered. And each and every one of them work with him for OPP. The Pontius Pilot cops, this is why they use these lowlifes, because they are fucking fall down junkies. This is Tyler Lake, the one that killed my dog in 2023. He is Robert Kane, rat informant. He is very seriously dangerous. He is guilty of killing other dogs, drowning them in a quarry a few years ago, plus killing my dog. And he cannot be touched. This is another picture of him. And he's only approximately 35 years old. I am 52 years old and I have pictures where I look exactly like this little fucking punk. This is Tony Anthony Axel Rose Hearns. This is Dale Hartwick's boyfriend or wife. He is the one that thinks I am a wolf, and he is guilty of attempted murder on me and attempted paralyzing me and sex assaults. He is a speedhead. This is a possible Al-Qaeda ISIS member, Bert Hitman Hustler. He's originally from Toronto. He's an ex-psych ward patient. I believe he is in a permanent meth psychosis. He believes that he used to play hockey for the Philadelphia Flyers and Hartford Whalers in the NHL. He is guilty of criminal stalking. He is guilty of identity theft on me. He is guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. Like I said, he is an ex-psych ward patient in Napanee. He lives on Dundas Street and he frequents 34 Water Street. And he is an ISIS and Al-Qaeda member as well. These are the ones that run and own Ontario Provincial Police. This is Bill Wooldridge and Blair Hardy again. Different pictures of them. They are the ones that fry brains for OPP, causing fucking lobotomies on them while they're sitting back wasting time and being medically blacklisting their victims. Dale Hartwick, he's guilty of attempted murder with intent to commit. He is also my cousin as well. He is a rat informant now. He is a speedhead and a registered pedophile. And once again, he is guilty of murders in Winnipeg, Manitoba in the 80s. He frequents between Napanee, Kingston, Vancouver, Winnipeg, Marysville, Ontario, Napanee, Ontario, Deserano, Ontario, and Kingston, and Charlotte Lake, and Aaronsville, Ontario as well. Those are the places he frequents. And Bridge and East Street in Napanee as well, at his wife's. My skull's been split. My brain's been split. My body's been mutilated. I've been medically blacklisted. Serious damage, so time has been bought. Congratulations. Anything more happens to me, I am Christopher Wood. I am a full physical identity theft victim from Lennox and Eddington, Ontario Provincial Police. Dr. Tatiana Vakadinovic, Lennox and Eddington County General Hospital, and their accomplices who cannot be touched. All for revenge, retaliation for me speaking of their crimes, the human trafficking, the homeless exploitation, and the possible money laundering that OPP and others were involved in Napanee through the Morning Star mission, using coldest night of the year to do it. So, this is a picture of me. Serious damages done to me. So congratulations, OPP. Anytime you want to exhume my dad in Deserano, Ontario, I'm more than willing to let you pay for it, you motherfucking pieces of shit. You are guilty of terrorism, domestic terrorism. Changing me to look like fucking low-life pieces of shit who don't have the IQ of a fucking cue ball. This is why you use them, you fucking pieces of shit garbage. This is another one of me. And no matter what you can show and prove, it will do no good. My legal rights, my medical rights, and my human rights have been taken from me. And I don't have $22,000 to have anybody arrested. So you got away with this, OPP, Spencer Mills, Robert Kane, Bill Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Hartwicks, Hearns, and the rest of the fucking junkies in Napanee. You are serious fucking deranged pieces of shit garbage. I've tried to file murder charges only to be stopped every step of the way through the Justice of the Peace and OPP themselves to prevent anything legal on them for 5 years. Hit the like, share, subscribe. The one I showed you, Dale Hartwick, he needs to be found and arrested by the end of the day. This is January 16th, 2025, 4:42 p.m., and he is guilty of attempted murder and my identity theft on me, and I can prove it. He needs to answer for his murders in Winnipeg, Manitoba that he committed on Bannatyne Avenue back in the 80s as well.